Hi everyone, this is Ruby Angulo from loveyourselfotherswillfollow.com. Today I wanted to talk to you about being a successful entrepreneur. That's a long word, isn't it? Entrepreneur. I have trouble spelling it sometimes. And yeah, I'm a writer, right? So that's not good. But I just really wanted to talk to you. There's a lot of things that make up a successful entrepreneur, first of all. But I really just want to hit on one thing. And I think it is the most important things. But there's also three key points to becoming that, to achieving that. And what I mean by that is self-worth. I believe that successful. I've read a lot of things, a lot of books. I'm sorry. I've have a lot of mentors. I watch a lot of videos. I do my research. I'm a learner by nature. I love to learn. The more, the better. I used to go to summer school for fun. I didn't go because I needed to make up anything. But anyways, off topic. But I've done a lot of research on what it takes to become a successful entrepreneur, and obviously most of the things that have really just popped out, and just the thing that pops out of everything, whether I'm listening, reading, viewing, somebody leading by example, is really just realizing your self-worth, how much you're worth it, how much you're worth the success, how much you deserve the success that you're seeking. So I believe, and not just myself, but a lot of people. Honestly, about 2 days ago, I was listening to Jim Rohn, and he believes all in self-worth. Obviously, his work was to make you realize your self-worth, that you're worth it. You can also achieve what he achieved as well. So there are three key points to really realizing your self-worth, or just building up to really just creating a strong self-worth. I believe that the first one is, and from what I hear and read too as well, is reading, listening, and viewing. And by this, I don't mean reading, telenovelas from my Hispanic people out there, or any of the gossip columns, magazines, or anything like that. I don't mean that. I mean reading just great autobiographies by people that you look up to, reading great personal development by people that have become successful and are willing to help you by writing what it is that they went through, and just reading those type of books, just reading things that will empower you, not things. I love to read. I've been reading since I was young. I was 3 years old, so I was reading. Obviously it's fun to read for me, stories and things like that. But really, when it comes down to it, every morning I read my personal development. If I don't read it, there's another thing too, viewing personal development. You can pop in movies. YouTube has great clips on great personal development coaches. So you can just go out there every morning and listen to and view your personal development for about 10-15 minutes. You can just look at up different movies that they've made, different things like that are just personal development movies, things that will uplift you. Also, you can do listening, and listening is awesome because I listen it. Me and Jaime, actually, we listen to personal development in the car consistently. We hardly listen to the radio. I really, ever since I've gone into this whole mind change, and I'm going to become more because I need to become more. There's this vision in my heart that God put inside of me, and listening to a bunch of the songs I was listening to was not going to get me anywhere. So personal development is great, especially here in California. Traffic sucks. So, we get a lot of personal development into our mind, Jaime and I. So it's a great way, a more convenient way to get your personal development in. Every day, though, you should listen to personal development. Every day, you should be exposing yourself to some positive something, because every day you're going to also encounter negative things. And that's why this number one step, reading, viewing, or listening to personal development, positive things, is really important, because you need to protect your mind and protect yourself from your own thoughts. At the end, if people aren't so supportive, or if they're negative, that's going to happen. It's natural. Not everybody's going to view the life as the way you view it, because everybody's at their own different growth spurt. So you need to protect yourself from you at the end of the day, because somebody can tell you something, but it's really up to you to take offense to it. It's really, you're the end result of what you think. So That's why it's important to intake daily personal development so that you can become like successful entrepreneur. Because when you open up a business, you're going to come across obstacles. It's naturally there. It's naturally going to happen. So you need to protect yourself. You don't want to be the reason that your business doesn't succeed. So that's the number one step. Listen, view, read, personal development. The second one is the people you hang out with, your group of influence. You really want to limit yourself from people who are negative, because again, when you do open up a business, any kind of business, whatever business it is that you're trying to pursue, you will come across obstacles. And when you do need a shoulder, when you do need someone to uplift you, the last thing you want to do is get a call from somebody and you tell them what you're going through, and they're like, oh, you should just quit, or you should just close your business, that's not working. And you don't need that. So again, protect yourself from that and limit yourself from negative people. I have gone through a lot of changes in the last 2 years, good changes, I feel, because of me reading, viewing, listening, surrounding myself with positive people. And fortunately and unfortunately, I can't really say it's good or bad, but some of my old friends are no longer really my friends because I no longer party as much. I mean, I believe that if your highlight of the week is going out to party, then there's something that is missing there. Because my highlight of the week now is going out and meeting people for coffee, just really learning, how I can become a better person, volunteering, giving back, spending time with family, things like that. That's my highlight of the week now. I still go out. Me and Jaime, we just went out actually dancing a couple of weeks ago. It was so funny. We went to this club where I was the tallest and I was the whitest. It was a Chilango club. It was so funny. Like, I had the blast, but it was just the funniest thing. Anyhow, for you that aren't Hispanic, you might not know what that is, but it's like salsa merengue kind of stuff. But I don't know why I was the tallest one there. It was pretty funny, and the lightest. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, But hey, we make the most of everything. Me and Jaime, we have the best time together. So, anywho, we still have our fun, but that's not our highlight of the week. Our highlight of the week is just really, going and contributing to society. I mean, partying every weekend is not contributing to society, and it's really not doing any good for you. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who that affects their work. If it affects your work, if anything affects your money, then you need to really stop what you're doing and really evaluate it. If money's not everything, but you need money to survive, obviously, and the last thing you need is to lose your job or see a downfall in your business because of the actions that you're taking, which are majorly influenced by the people you hang out with. If you hang out with people who party all the time, that's what you're gonna do. If you hang out with people who, are into soccer, you're gonna play soccer. If you hang out with people who dye their hair red or different crazy colors, or you're gonna do that too. Which whatever, people do what they need to do. But when it comes to that, if you open up your own business, whatever it is, don't hang out with negative people, and you're gonna really feel who your true friends are as soon as you say, you know what, I want to become better. Those that push you and say, go ahead and become better and support you, then you'll know that they are your true friends. Sometimes even your family members can be negative, and even your closest friends can be a little negative, but you know what, they are trying to protect you, but if they're really negative people, like, you can't do that, or blah, 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 you really shouldn't be hanging out with them as much. I mean, you don't want to cut them out, don't cut them out, but don't hang out with them as much anymore. And eventually someone will just leave on their own, which that's just the way the world works, God puts people in your life, you learn from them. Sometimes you learn what not to do from them, and then takes them away and puts other people in your life who are there to guide you and help you. And then the third key rule to becoming a successful entrepreneur so that you can realize your self-worth is giving back. And what I mean by that is, when you're an entrepreneur, obviously you own a business of some sort, so you need customers to come to your place of business, or you need clients or other business partners, whatever it is that you are pursuing. So you need to learn to give back. And do this from a place of giving, not because, you know, like when we tithe because we want to tithe, not because, oh, it's going to come back twofold or tenfold, whatever the rule is. And it's like, no, do it from a place of giving. If you don't really feel like you want to give money just yet, give time. Go find an organization that you feel you can really give back to. If you play soccer, go out there and help coach a soccer team. You know, if you're a writer, go out there and help people with their writing. If you're anything that you want to do, if you don't find an organization or a group, I suggest that you find someone to mentor if you are already a successful entrepreneur, because a lot of the things that we as the people who are coming up and, you know, to the entrepreneur field, I guess you could call it, is that there's not a lot of mentors out there, because what a lot of people do is, you know, it's just people are people. They don't want to teach others because they feel then they're going to become their competition. And what you need to realize, if you are that person who finds himself in that place that you feel like they're going to become your competition, there's billions of people in this world. And sorry to say, you're not going to get all the billions of people. You could probably get a bunch of those people, but there's still billions of people that you will never meet, because people always are being born, people are always dying, people are always moving, and another thing too, they may not even be relate to you, because you might be of different age, different ethnic group, different whatever it is. You know, we relate more to people that we have been exposed to the most, or we relate more to circumstances we've been exposed to the most. So you are not going to fit into everyone's category. So again, if you don't find that you want to give back any money, volunteer. I believe that actually giving back time is more than giving back money, because you're giving your time. Money you can make, money you in time you can't. Once you give out time, that's it. So give out to people, really be a part of the community, because one thing that you'll learn when you open up your business is the most important thing is that people will only work with people they like. And if you're just out there to get your own and not really help people, then no one's really going to want to do business with you, because then they'll find the true nature, and you'll find that the most caring people will also be your best customers for whatever it is that you're doing. So give back to the community. So the 3 keys are read, listen, or view personal development. The second one is really just limit the contact you have with negative people. Go out there and network with other successful entrepreneurs, because they help you, they push you up, they make you believe in yourself as well. And you can feed off their energy. You know, sometimes we're not always going to have the best day. Go out there and hang out with somebody who's having a great day that day, and they're going to help you, you know, have a better day. And the third one is give back to the community. You need to give back, because once you do become a successful entrepreneurs, what you need to realize is you were blessed at that point. And if you don't do something to improve others, to help the world, then what happens is the universe balances itself. So you have a certain amount of time or whatever to do what it is that you need to do. And if you don't do it, they take it away from you and they give it to somebody else. They take it. God takes it away from you and gives it to somebody else who's using it. I was listening to Jim Rohn a couple of days ago, and he was talking about the parable of the I don't know what the owner, I'm an amateur on the Bible as well, like he says, but I really am an amateur on the Bible. But it's a parable where there's a master, and he has 3 servants, and he gives them each money. And then the last servant only got one of something, a coin, I guess. I don't know what the name of it was, but it was a coin, and he didn't do anything with it. So he took it away from him and gave it to the person who reproduced, who doubled it. So that's what happens in real life. I mean, I'm learning a lot from the Bible, and that's just a parable, and that's just the law of the universe. You know, you don't have to necessarily read it in the Bible. It's the law of the universe. If you don't go out there and help out the people with the money that you were blessed, with the success that you were blessed, it will come crashing down on you. And I can speak from experience. I mean, I've had many different jobs, and you know, some of them I was making a good substantial amount of money, and you know, when it came down to it, I didn't have much to show for it because I wasn't doing much with it to help out other people. So give back. read personal development, and surround yourself with more positive people, and you will quickly find yourself becoming a successful entrepreneur. This is Ruby Angulo. I will catch you all on the next video.